Hello, my dear friends. Today, our topic is about variable mass system. In the particle mechanics chapter, variable mass system. This is the most important topic and basis for the very important question or a topic, that is motion of a rocket. Because rocket motion or motion of a rocket is an example of variable mass system. Unless and until you understand the concept of variable mass system, you cannot really understand motion of a rocket. So this is the basis for the important question. So at times, variable mass system also important examination point of view as well. There is a chance for asking a question for 8 marks or 7 marks in your examination. So please pay attention, my dear friends. Variable mass system is a collection of matter whose mass varies with time. It can be confusing to try to apply Newton's second law of motion directly to such a system. What does it mean actually? Actually, my dear friends, Newton's laws of motion, especially second law, which is quantitatively talking about the external force acting on a body in motion. We consider that in the previous class I told you that object or body with more mass is having more inertia, less mass is having less inertia. So that means during the motion we generally consider that the mass is constant, generally considering that. In the special case, certain special cases in the motion, object's mass may be changing. In any other way, it may lose its mass or it may gain its mass. For example, my dear friends, take the example of rocket continuously losing its weight, mass, not the weight, it is the mass. It is continuously losing its mass because by burning the fuel, it loses its mass. But whereas in case of say for example, just for the sake of example only, I am giving you this, my dear friends. Trans-Siberian train is moving, let us say, continuously snow is train is moving at a small velocity, so let us say for the understanding, if continuously snow is falling, the snow get accumulated on it, so definitely its mass get increasing. So that, just for the sake of make you understanding, of course. So this is how your mass can be either increasing or decreasing, whatever it may be. So we should not directly apply this Newton's second law. Variable mass system is a collection of matter whose mass varies with time. It can be confusing to try to apply Newton's second law of motion directly to such a system. F net net force equal to d by dt of m of t into v bar of t. I should say v bar of t equal to m of t into dv bar by dt plus v bar of t into dm by dt. If you write like this, it will be wrong. My dear friends, let me caution you that in the rocket motion we generally write like this. Even in the textbooks we generally write like this. Why we are writing like this? Just to make you understand the mathematical not even understand, to make it easy. Math is to make it easy, we generally do that, but it is wrong, my dear friends. It is wrong. So the falsehood of the formula can be seen by noting that it doesn't respect Galilean. Why it is wrong? Why it is wrong? Because it is not respecting the Galilean invariance. My dear friends, you please make note of this Galilean invariance. We will discuss this Galilean invariance in detail. In fact, it is an important question in the first semester itself, in the last chapter, that is special theory of relativity, and general theory of relativity, or theory of relativity. The lesson name is theory of relativity. So in that we will discuss about this. Okay, so Galilean will just in this chapter, Galilean invariance word itself is enough. Let me tell you a secret, my dear friends. This thing, variable mass definition thing, all these things, in our class only I am explaining you, not even in our general textbook it is not mentioned. However, please make note of it. Okay, variable mass object with f bar equal to 0 in one frame will be seen to have f bar is not equal to 0 in another frame. Okay, so that is the Galilean invariance in a crispy manner. So that is, it is not respecting. So the correct equation of motion for a body whose mass m varies with time by either ejecting or accreting mass is obtained by applying the second law to the entire constant mass system consisting of the body and its ejected or accredited mass. So the correct equation of motion for a body whose mass m varies with time by either ejecting or accreting. So it may lose its mass or it may gain its mass as well. So second law to the entire constant mass system consisting of the body and its ejected or accreted mass. Instead, the time dependence of the mass m can be calculated by rearranging Newton's second law and adding a term to account for the momentum carried by mass entering or leaving the system. In both the cases, of course, my dear friends, in your textbook only leaving, they will give you mathematical equation. Of course, in our class we will discuss both gaining and losing. So f external bar plus v relative bar into dm bar by dt equal to m into dv bar by dt. F bar external is the net external force on the body. V bar relative is the relative velocity of the escaping or incoming mass with respect to the center of mass of the body. V bar is the velocity of the body. Okay, please, my dear friends. So please, I repeatedly telling you this. Of course, I already put it in bold letter to make you understand that F is not a normal F, it is a vector F. Okay, force, of course, normal force or special force, whatever it may be, force is always a vector quantity, of course. Just make fun of this. So please don't forget to put the vector notation, and at least for this semester. In a system where mass is being ejected or oblated from a main body, at a time t, let mass m travel at velocity v bar, meaning the initial momentum of the system p1 bar equal to mv bar. So assuming u bar to be the velocity of the oblated mass dm with respect to the ground. Okay, at a time t plus dt, the momentum of the system becomes p2 bar equal to m minus dm plus v bar plus dv bar plus u bar into dm equal to m into v bar plus m into dv bar minus v bar into dm minus m into dv bar plus u bar into dm. U bar is the velocity of the ejected mass with respect to ground. U bar is the velocity of the ejected mass with respect to ground. At a time t plus dt, the momentum of the system becomes p bar equal to m minus v bar. So this, my dear friends, you please make note of the things. So vector notation is most important. So this is how the momentum thing, right? dp bar equal to p2 bar minus t1 bar equal to m into v bar plus m into dv bar minus dm into dv bar minus v bar into dm plus u bar into dm minus of m into v bar equal to m into dv bar minus of v bar plus dv bar minus u bar into dm bar. So dear friends, so relative velocity v relative bar of the masses with respect to the ablated mass is written. See, my dear friends, I am telling you this. with a great uh, difficulty typing all these things in bold letters separately to make you understand that vector notation is very very important. If you miss it, you will lose the marks. You may even fail your examination. So again, my dear friends, during the presentation I am taking special attention to so specifically denote the vector notation. So please, my dear friends, if you forget that a vector notation, you will lose marks. You may think that excellently you present your exam, but the result will surprise you, my dear friends. Where relative bar equal to v bar plus dv bar minus u bar equal to v bar plus dv bar minus u bar. Therefore, the change in momentum can be written as dp bar equal to m into dv bar minus v bar relative dm. Therefore, by Newton's second law, F bar external equal to dp bar by dt equal to m into dv bar minus v bar relative into dm by dt. That equal to m into dv bar by dt minus v bar relative into dm by dt. Therefore, the final equation can be arranged as F bar external plus v bar relative into dm by dt equal to m into dv bar by dt. V bar relative equal to okay. By the definition of the acceleration, a bar equal to dv bar by dt, so the variable mass system motion equation can be written as f bar external plus v bar relative into dm by dt equal to m into a bar. In bodies that are not treated as particle, a bar must be replaced by a bar cm center of mass, that is acceleration of the center of mass of the system, meaning f bar external plus v bar relative dm by dt equal to m into a bar cm. So f equal to ma, we know that, my dear friends. So the vector notations I am writing. So often the force due to thrust is defined as F bar thrust equal to V relative into dm by dt, so that F external bar plus F thrust equal to m into ACM bar. This form shows that a body can have acceleration due to thrust even if no external forces act on it. F external equal to 0. Note finally that if one lets F bar net be the sum of F external and F thrust, then the equation regains the usual form of Newton's second law, F net equal to m into ACM. Mass accretion. So earlier one is mass. So one is for mass losing and another one is for mass is getting. So mass accretion, a body of time varying mass m moves at velocity v bar at an initial time t. In the same instant, a particle of mass dm moves with velocity v u bar. The initial momentum can be written as p1 bar equal to m into v bar plus u bar into dm. U bar into dm. Okay. So this is for the mass accretion. Now at a time t plus dt, main body and the particle accrete into a body of velocity v bar plus dv bar. Thus the new momentum of the system can be written as pv2 bar equal to m plus dm into v bar plus dv bar equal to m into v bar plus m into dv bar plus v bar into dm plus dm into dv bar. Okay, dm dv bar. So since m into dv bar is the product of two small values, it can be ignored, meaning during dt the momentum of the system varies for dp bar equal to p2 bar minus p1 bar equal to mv bar plus m into dv bar plus v bar into dm minus m into v bar plus u bar into dm equal to m into dv bar minus u bar minus v bar into dm. Therefore, by Newton's second law, F external bar equal to dp bar by dt equal to m into dv bar minus u bar minus v bar into dm by dt. that equal to m into dv bar by dt minus of u bar minus v bar into dm by dt. Please note it down, friends. It is there is nothing much to explain you the things. It is just the derivation of mathematics. If you find difficulty in understanding separately, I will explain you in your through your emails. And okay, so you just pay attention to this. So f external bar plus v relative bar dm by dt equal to m into dv bar by dt. Noting that u bar minus v bar is the velocity of dm relative to m symbolized as v relative, this final equation can be rearranged like this. Okay, so f external plus v relative into dm by dt equal to m into dv by dt. Okay. So this is all for today, my dear friends. In your textbook you have only mass losing, because in example you have, because rocket motion, it loses mass as time is going. So we in our class we discussed mass gaining also. So this is all for